Hi everybody, it's a Friday night here at the end of July. I'd like to welcome you to the long-awaited return of cheap red wine. I guess I was on hiatus for a few months or something. I just haven't been able to do this recently. But I'm back now, and I as usual, for those of you who don't know, cheap red wine is this little video show that I do where I drink a glass of cheap red wine, or have a few sips of it anyway, and tell a story. Now, interestingly, I usually keep these to about 5 minutes long, but I read today that YouTube now allows videos to be 15 minutes long. And they're actually encouraging people to create a 15-minute long video and post it by this coming Wednesday. And so I thought maybe I could make a long, cheap red wine. And I thought to myself, well, nobody really wants to see Rich sitting there yammering away for 15 minutes talking about something and sipping wine. But then I thought, well, maybe they do. Maybe if I tell a story so compelling, so fascinating, so gut-wrenching in its drama and human pathos, that maybe people might be so gripped that they'll watch. So, that being said, I'm going to tell just such a story. But first, and in addition, at the end of this video, I am going to do something that I have not done in more than 30 years. Yes, I'm serious. First, however, I need to obtain my cheap red wine. And this week, I'd like to point out that my cheap red wine is called Pale Pink. And it's from a winery called Paradocx Winery, which is right here in Chester County. Donna and the kids and I were at the Phoenixville Farmers Market last Saturday, and the Paradocx had set up a booth, and they were selling, they have 4 bottles of wine all together in one, looks like a can of paint, but it's actually wine. And we got the pink version. They were out of the red, and Donna actually wanted to try the pink. It comes with a dispenser, as you see here. I'm filling up my glass. And you might want to check them out on the internet. It's paradocx.com, except it's spelled Paradocx and .com. It's a Chester County winery. So if you live in Phoenixville, if you live in Chester County, support your local wineries and check out Paradocx. It's a light, this pink, I'm no wine expert. I've never claimed to be on these shows. But this is like a nice, light, pink, summery wine. It's great for the story I'm about to tell. Okay, on with the story. A story of gut-wrenching human drama and importance. In other words, the 1979 Marshmallow Relay Race. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, 1979, Jimmy Carter was president. Disco rolled. In fact, the week of the Marshmallow Relay Race, I would say the #1 hit single was probably Hot Stuff by Donna Summer, or maybe the disco-influenced Love You Inside Out by the Bee Gees. Disco was at its peak, maybe just a little bit past its sell-by date. By the end of the summer, the Knack would be storming back with power pop with their amazing hit song, My Sharona, and that was putting a nail in the disco coffin, I guess you could say. But in 1979, I was 14 years old. I was a disco fan. I won't deny it. Still am a disco fan. Just this morning, I was listening to Donna Summer's Greatest Hits. So, but I love the Knack too. So there you go. Anyway, 1979. It was toward the end of my 8th grade year. I was just about to graduate from St. Joseph's School in Aston, Pennsylvania. They decided to have a family picnic, St. Joseph's did. Now, the thing about that is, I don't remember them ever having a family picnic before, but that year they thought, well, let's have a family picnic. So, they arranged for a picnic to be held. I believe it was at Clayton Park, which some of you may know is right there on the Conchester in the Chichester area. And we had gone sledding there that winter, and in fact we have home movies of a sledding adventure that we had in Clayton Park that winter. We also have home movies of the picnic that we went to. It was a typical school picnic, food and games and prizes and fun, and for me, abject humiliation. Yes, that's right. there were a variety of the races that are associated with picnics. The three-legged race, the sack race, and a variety of relay races, including the dreaded Marshmallow Relay Race. Now, basically, the idea behind the Marshmallow Relay Race is that kids line up in teams, maybe 5 kids per team, and they the first kid in each line runs up to the parent, whoever, who was holding a marshmallow. Now, Christopher, my son, has kindly drawn a picture to show about the actual size of the marshmallow that would be placed in the kid's mouth by the parent. The marshmallow was put in the kid's mouth. The kid had to eat it, swallow it, open his mouth to prove to the parent that the marshmallow was gone, and then run back to the next kid, tag that kid, and they would run up and eat the marshmallow until all 5 kids had gone up, eaten their marshmallow, and run back. Obviously, the team where the kids had all eaten their marshmallows first won. And this wasn't the race for me. Okay, and I didn't know that when I started it, but it became quickly apparent that it wasn't the race for me. I was the first kid in my line. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know how that happened. What were the other kids on my team thinking? I don't know. And anyway, and my father, of course, was filming the whole thing with his camera. This is my father's actual movie camera. This is what my dad filmed my humiliation with. So, anyway, the parents say go, and I run up and I start eating my marshmallow, and all the other kids do too. And the other kids eat them up real fast, and they start running back. I can't swallow mine. I'm like, I'm trying to chew this marshmallow up, and I'm getting panicky, and I'm feeling like I'm going to choke, and it's just not working out for me. Basically, every other team lapped our team. Like, I think. At least that's the way I remember it. All the other kids on all the other teams, they all ran up and got their marshmallows. The race ended. All the other families went home, and I'm still standing there with this marshmallow in my mouth, trying to finish it. The parent that had put the marshmallow in my mouth, she's standing there like, will you please get this done? I got to get home. It's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still not finished the marshmallow. So finally, after all that, I finished the marshmallow and run dejectedly back to the next guy on my team. But of course, he had gone home because the picnic was over. I was all done. It was dark. In fact, it was Christmas by that time. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. Scarred for life. I mean, really. The Marshmallow Relay Race of 1979 scarred me for life. I've never been the same. In fact, I have to say, since June of 1979, to my knowledge, I have not eaten a single marshmallow, ever. I have not put a marshmallow into hot chocolate. I have never eaten a s'more. In my entire adult life, I have never eaten a s'more. I still have this, I've always had this automatic gag reflex when it came to marshmallows. I was like, I'm not putting that thing in my mouth because it's going to take me back to June 1979 all over again. And, it was bad enough that I was 14 years old and like geeky and skinny and, everything else. And here I was, losing the Marshmallow Relay Race for my team. But having told the story, I feel kind of, I don't know, I feel like maybe, for the first time in more than 30 years, maybe I can eat a marshmallow again. Let's try it. I mean, okay, not the first time. We had a dress rehearsal. I ate a marshmallow during the dress rehearsal, but I don't know if I can do it again or not. Let's see. Now, these marshmallows are the only thing we had around the house. Much smaller than the typical marshmallow for the Marshmallow Relay Race. But let's try it. Okay. Would you like a marshmallow, Chris? Chris would like a marshmallow.
This is how you eat it.
Chris is showing me how to eat a marshmallow. Okay, and he has proven to me that it can be done.
It's swallowed.
He swallowed the marshmallow. So now it's my turn. I'm going to eat the marshmallow. Okay, be careful, Chris. Watch out. Here we go. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. I ate the marshmallow. Now, I'm going to eat another marshmallow. All right. So, Marshmallow Relay Race, 1979. Yeah. Now, as I said, my dad was there with a movie camera. He filmed this. So I actually have a film of this event to prove that it happened the way that I've just addressed it. So I'm either going to attach that video as part of this video, or I'm going to have a separate little video of the actual footage, which I narrated a little while ago. I shot video of the footage, which is on a DVD now. It was a home movie. Now it's on a DVD, and soon it's going to be all over Facebook. So, and YouTube too, of course. Either way, whether you get it as part of this video or as a separate value-added cheap red wine bonus, I hope you watch that video too to see just graphically what happened to me that day back in 1979, how it affected me, and then you'll realize just what an accomplishment it is that I reached into the plastic bag and ate the marshmallows. So, I think that's it. I don't know if how much time is there on my
11 minutes.
11 minutes. It seems like 15 minutes is really hard. I don't know why
Every
YouTube
time.
thinks 15 minutes is a long video. Anyway,
Oh my god.
I think I'm going to wrap it up, and we'll figure this out some other way. And I think that's it. Wait, don't touch that, Chris, yet. Marshmallows. I still not going to eat them too often, but I've eaten them now, so there you go. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Thanks for watching for a whole 10 or 12 minutes, whatever, and thanks for your support.